All right, guys, this is chapter 1 of Osoto Gari. 9-year-old Ethan, what does Osoto Gari mean? Very good. Good job. All right, Ethan and Grace, will you stand next to each other, hip to hip, facing opposite directions? Ethan, you need to be facing the logo. Grace, you need to be facing the window. All right, little Ethan, put your arm around Coach Grace like you're giving her a hug. Good job. And little Grace, put your hand around Coach Ethan like you're giving him a hug. Make sure you are hip to hip. Are you guys hip to hip? Perfect. Take your legs behind each other. Awesome. All right, Ethan, grab little Grace's forearm and pull it down. Good job. And look towards the ground and do an abdominal crunch. Do you know what that is, little Ethan? Very good. All right, little Grace, do the same thing. Grab his forearm and do an abdominal crunch. Good job. All right, when I say Hajime, we will throw each other. Okay? Ready? Hajime. Good job. Chapter 2. All right, little Ethan and little Grace face opposite of each other. Put your hand on their opposite shoulders, hip to hip. Very good. Good job. All right, guys, now what I'm going to do, we're going to do the exact same thing. Grab the forearm and pull the forearm down. This part is really important. When I kick, I'm not going to bend my knee. I'm going to point my toes out like I'm scraping the mat. Have you guys ever seen a bull that's mad and is about to charge? What does it do? Little Ethan? It scrapes the mat. Very good. So I want you to add this to Osoto Gari. I don't want you to bend your knee when you kick him. I want you to kick them with your entire body. I want your entire body to be a seesaw. I want your entire body to be an axe that is unbroken. I want your entire body to be a baseball bat that's unbroken. All right, ready? Hajime! All right, chapter 3, Ethan and Grace. Will you stand opposite of each other, hip to hip, hand on shoulder, hand on forearm? Perfect. Coach Ethan, will you step out from behind Grace and in front of her with your leg? Perfect. Now, when I say Hajime, little Ethan, you're going to take your shoulder and you are going to hit Grace's shoulder like you are bumper cars. Have you guys ever seen bumper cars? Do they do this number or do they bump against each other? They bump against each other. When I say Hajime, little Ethan, you're going to take your shoulder and you're going to bump little Grace's shoulder, like bumper cars. And take your leg behind her. And do not forget to point your toes out. Okay? And you're going to throw her. Ready? Hajime. Coach Ethan, little Ethan. All right, little Ethan, will you stand in front of your friend Grace? Put your hand on her shoulder. Good. Grace, put your hand on his shoulder. Guys, grab the forearms with your other hand and pull down on that forearm. All right, little Ethan, when you step, you're going to take your big first step deep as far behind as little Grace as possible so that you're going through her. All right, and you're not going to pick up your foot like you're stomping a roach, even though it's kind of like what you should be doing. Instead, because we're getting better at Osoto Gari, little Ethan, I want you to slide your foot into there. And as you slide your foot, I want you to bend your knees and have good base. All right, let's test that. Step. Good job. Perfect. Now, step back. Very good. Now, at the same time that you step forward, I want you to hit her with your shoulders really hard. And then I want you to throw her in Osoto Gari. Do not forget to point your toes out like you're a ballet dancer. And do not forget your seesaw action. Right, little Ethan? Do not forget, do not break the baseball bat. Ready, go!